What if your Audi already has the performance you're looking for, but you are simply not accessing it correctly? Your Audi's MMI and Drive Select settings can dramatically change how quickly the car responds to your commands. Today, I'm going to show you 5 important things every Audi owner should check. First, we'll change the Drive Select configuration you're probably using every day. Second, we'll look at the settings that influence engine and transmission response. Third, I'll show you why the transmission itself can make the exact same Audi feel either relaxed or much more responsive. And fourth, we'll configure individual modes so you don't have to choose between one complete preset and another. But there's also a fifth point, and I'm deliberately not revealing it yet, because it's the one many Audi owners overlook, and understanding it can determine whether the other 4 changes actually behave the way you're expecting. So don't skip the end. Number 5 is the most important part of this video. Let's start with something you can check on your Audi right now. Let me show you how to begin with Audi Drive Select options. Depending on your model, you may see efficiency, comfort, and auto, as well as dynamic and individual modes available. These modes don't magically change the physical engine installed under your hood. What they can change is the way different vehicle systems respond, and that's exactly what we're interested in. If you're driving in efficiency mode while expecting the sharpest possible response from your Audi, you're asking the car to prioritize 2 different objectives. Efficiency is designed primarily around economical driving. Comfort prioritizes a smoother and more relaxed experience. Auto tries to find a balance. But when you want a sportier and more immediate driving character, dynamic is the mode you need to understand. Open Audi Drive Select through the MMI or use the dedicated Drive Select control if your vehicle has one. Select Dynamic. Depending on the Audi, this can influence characteristics such as accelerator response, transmission behavior, and steering. And sometimes the difference from behind the wheel can feel surprisingly significant. But remember something important. Dynamic mode doesn't magically add horsepower. And that's where our second setting becomes even more interesting. Modern Audis use electronic control systems to interpret what you're asking the vehicle to do. When you press the accelerator, the car doesn't simply respond through an old-fashioned mechanical connection. Multiple electronic systems are involved. Depending on your Audi model, Drive Select can influence how the drivetrain responds to your accelerator input and how an automatic transmission behaves. A more dynamic configuration can make the vehicle feel more immediate. The gearbox may also use a different shift strategy, and that combination can make the exact same engine feel considerably more awake. Think about it this way: the horsepower hasn't changed, your access to the performance has. You're not installing a tuning box, you're not modifying the turbocharger, you're not remapping the ECU. You're simply learning how to correctly use some of the factory systems Audi already installed in your vehicle. And sometimes the difference from behind the wheel can feel surprisingly significant. Subscription is completely free for you, but it's incredibly important for us because it allows us to continue creating detailed Audi videos. And if you want to go even further, become a Hidden Car Tech channel member. Members get access to dozens of exclusive unpublished videos reserved for our community. You'll find additional Audi guides, hidden features, MMI technology, practical solutions, and special content that isn't available in our normal public videos. Become a channel member and unlock our exclusive content right now. Now let's continue, because number 3 can completely change how an automatic Audi feels when you accelerate. That is exactly why transmission behavior matters so much. Imagine having plenty of engine performance available, but the transmission is trying to keep the engine at low RPM and change into higher gears as quickly as possible. The engine may be capable of giving you much more response, but the gearbox isn't necessarily keeping it in the operating range you want. That is exactly why transmission behavior matters so much. The gearbox may hold a gear differently. It may respond differently when you request stronger acceleration. And it can keep the engine closer to an operating range where more immediate response is available. Imagine you're driving normally and suddenly need acceleration to merge onto a highway. In a relaxed configuration, the transmission may initially prioritize smoothness and efficiency. With a sportier strategy, the drivetrain can feel much more prepared for that request. Once again, we haven't added horsepower. We've changed the way the existing performance is delivered to the driver. But here's something even better. You don't necessarily have to make every part of your Audi aggressive just because you want better drivetrain response. But here's something even better. You don't necessarily have to make every part of your Audi aggressive just because you want better drivetrain response. If your Audi supports individual mode, this is one of the most useful drive select functions to explore. Open the MMI, enter Audi Drive Select, select Individual. Some vehicles may allow you to configure the drivetrain independently. Others may offer different steering characteristics. Additional configurable systems may be available depending on the vehicle. And this is the real advantage of individual mode. You don't necessarily have to accept one complete preset. Maybe you want a more dynamic drivetrain response, but don't want the suspension in its firmest available configuration. You're essentially creating your own Audi configuration. But don't simply copy settings you see someone using on another vehicle. An A3 isn't an A6. An A5 isn't a Q5. An S model can offer different functions from a standard Audi, and an RS model may have completely different capabilities. Even two versions of the same Audi can have different options depending on equipment and model year. Always configure the functions that actually exist on your vehicle. On some Audi implementations, after selecting a new driving mode. But remember what I told you at the beginning? There was a fifth point. For the newly selected mode to become active for the engine. Here's something many Audi owners never think about, and this is the one I deliberately saved until the end. Different Audi generations can have different activation and retention behavior for drive select functions. The driver may need to briefly release the accelerator pedal when traffic and driving conditions safely allow it, for the newly selected mode to become active for the engine. Now, there is another very important point to consider regarding ignition cycles. That's an incredibly small detail, and it's exactly the type of detail many owners never discover. There's another important point. Depending on the Audi model and generation, some settings or vehicle systems may behave differently after the ignition has been switched off and the car restarted. There's another important point. Depending on the Audi model and generation, some settings or vehicle systems may behave differently after the ignition has been switched off and the car restarted. That's why you shouldn't simply select your preferred configuration once and assume every Audi will retain and apply everything identically forever. Understand how your particular Audi behaves. And when changing modes, follow the instructions provided for your specific vehicle. Because there isn't one magical combination that works identically across every Audi generation. On some Audi implementations, after selecting a new driving mode, and once you understand that, you can configure the vehicle much more intelligently. So let's quickly recap our 5 points. Number 1, choose the correct drive select mode for the response you want. Understand how your particular Audi behaves, and when changing modes, follow the instructions provided for your specific vehicle. Number 4, use individual mode to create a configuration that actually suits the way you want your Audi to drive. And finally, number 5, make sure you understand how your specific Audi activates and retains those settings. Used correctly, these factory systems can make your Audi feel noticeably different. Not because we've magically created additional horsepower, but because we're learning how to access and manage the performance the vehicle already has. And now I want to make this about your Audi. What Audi do you drive? Write your model, year, engine, and transmission in the comments below. But don't stop there. Tell me what you would like to improve about your Audi. Lower fuel consumption? Better MMI functionality? Do you want to discover hidden settings? I'll try to help you get more from your Audi. Or is there a problem with your Audi that you simply haven't been able to solve? Tell me in the comments. And your question could even become the subject of one of our next Hidden Car Tech videos. We read your comments because we want Hidden Car Tech to become a community where Audi owners can ask questions, share experiences, and help each other. So don't just watch. Join the Hidden Car Tech community. Subscribe for free. And now it's your turn. What Audi do you drive? And what would you like to improve? And now it's your turn. What Audi do you drive? And what would you like to improve?